Well, hello there, guys. We're going to do something a little bit different for this video. And I'm going to pretend that I am this YouTuber that I like named Captain Midnight. And he has a podcast, but he does things on YouTube. And but we never see him, right? Like, it's just, we see pictures or videos or whatever. So basically, we're going to treat this like that it is a podcast, but because I'm not a podcaster, it's going to be on YouTube or it's going to be on Instagram, but it's not going to have my face, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it is Sunday night, it is night 3, it is night 3 of Hallmark, countdown to Christmas, Christmas movie season, etc. And I'm not going to have time. I'm already feeling behind because it's night 3 and I have started the third movie, but I don't know when I'm going to get to finish the third movie. And you know what? You would think that I have some kind of like a life or something, and I don't have that much of a life. I mean, I do have a job, and it is at least 40 hours a week. And, actually sometimes we'll do stuff around the house, and getting my nap in is pretty important to me as well. And, also making some time to hang out with my kid, and who is not down for watching Christmas movies in October, particularly a Hallmark Christmas movie. Unless if I find one that is a 5 iced peppermint mocha movie, which is like, this is a movie that I think anybody should watch. I will try to convince the kid, but, generally, no. So, with that long intro, and I'm really wondering how I'm going to fill this time, what kind of pictures I'm going to do, or what. Let's talk about the movie that I just watched. It's called Christmas Crashers, I think. And why is it called Christmas Crashers? Because in the movie, they hold on one second, because I am driving, but I'm parked now, and I have to tell the target people that I'm here. Just a moment. Christmas Crashers, right? So here's the premise. Well, okay, wait. I was going to say the good things. Lyndsy Fonseca, love Lyndsy Fonseca because of I love that Next Stop Christmas, and the one with Michael Rady, which I think was from last year, where the town was in black and white or something like that. And of course I can't remember the name of that movie, but I enjoyed it because I love Michael Rady also. So I love her. It also had Chris McNally. And I do like Chris McNally, also known as Julie Gonzalo's. I believe they're married, I think. I know they got a kid together, but, I'm trying to remember what I've seen him in. And I think that, wasn't he in the one that I liked with Julie Gonzalo and the Ghost? Because I remember thinking, they're a couple in real life, and I really liked that movie. It was like, God dang it, I don't remember the name of anything. But anyway, so I like him. He's got beautiful hair. He's a good-looking dude, so that's fun. And a fun surprise is that her friend, best friend since childhood roommate, is played by, as I call her, Tori's sister from Victorious, and I want to say her name is Daniella Monet in real life. And back in the day, my kid and I would watch iCarly and Victorious and all of those things back before we knew that there was anything problematic going on at Nickelodeon. And if you want any more information on that, just hit the Google machine. There's plenty of stuff out there. But anyway, used to love to watch that stuff with my kids. So that was fun to see her. I don't know that she's ever been in a Hallmark movie, so maybe she'll show up again. I really did enjoy her in this movie. And what else? I like the guy who plays Dad. We've seen him in a lot of stuff. And Mom, we've seen her in a lot of stuff.
Nice.
Okay, guys. Yeah, I think those are all the things that are good. So the movie is very okay. No, but also the guy who plays Daniella Monet's love interest, which that's not a spoiler to say because, and I may have spoilers in this. I'm trying to decide as I go, but I may have to have spoilers to explain why I'm going to say that this movie is incredibly implausible on about 3,000 different levels. So I'm not even sure where to begin, but the plot of the movie is that Daniella Monet and Lyndsy Fonseca are working at a print store where it looks like the main thing that they do is invitations, if not the only thing we do, because that's all we ever see. And Daniella Monet thinks it would be a fun idea to let's take one of these invitations and go crash this party. And Lyndsy Fonseca is like, oh, that's just crazy. Like, we can't do that. And Lynsy's backstory is that she was going to, her dad is a lawyer, like as in like a personal injury lawyer kind of, was faced on bus stop benches and stuff like that, and funny commercials and the whole bit. And I won't spoil what happened with her and why she's not a practicing attorney. But all you need to know is she's not a practicing attorney, but she has gone to law school, okay? That's not a big spoiler because we're going to find that out right away. So at this first party that they decide to crash, and Daniella Monet is kind of like, look, we're at this place in our lives where we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with our lives and stuff like that. So let's just have some distraction and let's go to a party. Which, okay. So, I mean, that's the first implausible thing, because obviously were they to, be found out that they were doing this as a result of working for, the invitation printer, I suppose there are ethical questions. Well, there are ethical questions that go with crashing a party you're not invited to, right? So, in eating a bunch of food, and in the case of these parties that they go to, some have these swag bags that they walk away with and stuff, because these are big old fancy parties, right? So she meets, Lyndsy Fonseca meets Chris McNally at this first thing that they go to. And then I think winds up meeting him at another thing. And Daniella Monet meets her love interest, who is he's parking cars at the first thing they go to, but he's also parking cars at the next thing that they go to. And then let's just go ahead and talk about this implausible, I don't understand what is happening part of, he is a valet, but he seems to work for Chris McNally, not exclusively, but Chris McNally is going to have this retreat, and he hires him to come and be his, I don't understand, because I you know what, I'm not fancy. I have used valet parking in my life, because, it was probably a situation where I had to, but I think of valet parking as coming with the place, here's a hotel and they have valet parking, as opposed to being traveling valet parking. But then I guess if you work at rich people's parties and stuff, then that's see, guys, I don't know what I'm talking about, so I should really just shut up about that, because maybe this situation is completely plausible, and I won't say any more. But so implausibility number one is that I don't understand how all that works, okay? Which again may not even be implausible. Number two, the fact that, I think I basically already said it, the fact that they would even be crashing a party in the first place, being, women, grown women in their, I would suppose they're supposed to be in their, well, maybe they're supposed to be in their mid to late 20s, I would think, but Anyway, and then at one of these parties, she meets, Lyndsy Fonseca meets a girl that she used to go, that she went to Harvard Law with, and who works for Chris McNally's character. And it just so happens that she's pregnant. She's about to go into labor, and then she's like, can you take my place and help him with this this deal that I'm about to help with? But the only reason that Lyndsy Fonseca has, like, she kind of has inside information about the deal, and the reason she has this information, the fact that she can give it to them seems to me like not fully ethical. And then obviously, of course, it's not fully ethical to agree to work as a consultant when they are assuming that you're an actual literally driving, and my phone, I'm not holding my phone is just sitting on the center console thing, and it fell. And I'm wondering how annoying these turn signals are going to sound. This may all be complete trash, but at least I will have my thoughts out, right? So there's that. So it's completely not only implausible that you would agree to work for somebody as, again, even if you're going to work as a consultant, they're assuming that you are a lawyer, as in licensed to practice law. And I know nothing about how these sorts of things work, but I do know enough to know that that this is causing many ethical and legal issues, as far as I know. So to me, it makes absolutely no sense that this could be, like, even as a wacky plot point. These are just a few of the things that took me out of trying to watch this movie, because I kept thinking, this makes no sense, this makes no sense, this makes no sense, this makes no sense. So, I don't even know. I think that I'm going to have to give this movie, this is a tough one, because I will tell you that I enjoyed the Daniella Monet subplot with her love interest. I think I was more interested in that, and I enjoyed the energy of that more than the Lyndsy Fonseca Chris McNally thing. And I enjoyed the energy of that more than the Lyndsy Fonseca Chris McNally thing. And they're supposed to be the main couple. So right now, I might be feeling like a 3.25, because I was thinking 3.5, but I'm going to have to go again and look at my ratings and think about what these things mean. But I'm leaning toward a 3.25 or a 3.5, and I don't want to go down to a 3. Maybe I'm going to look at some stuff that I did last year that I said was a 3 and see how it compares to that, because I did not dislike the movie, but I mean, it's Hallmark, you guys. Like, implausibility is like what it's all about in a way, but like, I feel like even those of us who will watch 40 plus Christmas movies, within a 2.5 month period, have our limits. And so that's kind of where I am with this. And I'm going to stop talking, because this may all be trash anyway. But if you hung in here, thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed whatever imagery I've put up, some random stock Christmas videos, or maybe some pictures from the movie, or pictures of that. Who knows what I'm going to do? I'll figure that out when I sit down to throw this together. And I really do appreciate you so much. Please let me know what you thought about this movie. Am I just suffering from some sort of burnout, even though it's only day 3? I hope not. But please let me know if you think that. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.